Hi learners, in this video let's see how the TVS group has achieved excellent labor relations, total employee involvement and high ethical norms through business and financial prudence. TVS is a 100-year-old group with a unique achievement. Yes, it has never faced a serious labor problem. The first company of the group, which is TVS and Sons, was set up in the year 1911, which has a strike-free record. Likewise, most of the other 30-odd companies of TVS Group, including Sundaram Finance, Wheels India, Sundaram Fasteners, and Sundaram Brake Lining, also have a strike-free record. Only 4 companies have faced that too only one strike each, which are Sundaram Clayton, Lucas TVS and Brakes India were briefly hit by a strike in 1977, while TVS Motor Company was shut down for a few days in 1992. But all these strikes were triggered by external factors such as the efforts of rival political parties. The success mantras of TVS Group was as follows: treat employees like family, put employees' interest ahead of the company's, constantly communicate with employees to build trust, always honor assurances given to employees, involve employees while taking major decisions, also empower employees at work, condemn errors of judgment but punish dishonesty, extend relationship with employees beyond work, adopt an open door policy, do not pressure employees to engage in unethical acts. Nearly 60 years later, during the global financial crisis of 2008, the management at TVS and Sons sought to temporarily reduce workers' wages, but left it to them to decide how much they would forego. Far from protesting, employees agreed. While the management had expected a 5% reduction proposal, but the employees sprang a surprise by suggesting a 15% cut. When the downturn ended, the pay cut was restored. This unique relationship with its employees had played a significant part in transforming the TVS Group from a small family business running in a rural transport service in the temple town of Madurai in southern Tamil Nadu into a $4 billion conglomerate with a wide range of business interests from auto components, scooters, and auto rickshaws to financial services and logistics. The group, with 25,000 employees, has operations spread across India, the United States, Europe, Indonesia, and China. The relationship has been fostered by the management's conviction that its employees are not just workers but members of its extended family. The TVS Group has always been ahead of the pack in providing workers benefits. It started a provident fund scheme in the early 1940s before it became mandatory for private companies in India after the Provident Fund Act, which was passed in 1952. Similarly, it began paying gratuity to its employees from the mid-1960s, though this became statutory only from 1975 in India. It has always striven to give as much bonus as possible, much more than the legal minimum requirement of 8.33%. Other employee welfare efforts include a health food section started recently at the Sundaram Fasteners factory canteen, providing only healthy food at subsidized prices. Indeed, all the TVS Group companies ensure their employees consume healthy food at the workplace. The choice of cooking oil, the quality of the rice used, and the quantity of spices used at office canteens are all monitored closely. The TVS Group's relationship with an employee does not end once he retires. Members of the top management meet employees when they retire. HR departments of the group companies help them plan their post-retirement finances. If an employee dies while in service, his dependent gets not only his dues but also the proceeds of a death fund which was created for him to which every employee of the company concerned contributes a day's salary, and the management matches the contribution. Medical costs, including that of employees' family members, however high, are borne by the company. It also offers scholarship for employees' children. Not surprisingly, the unions too are ready to cooperate with the management. In the early 1990s, for instance, Sundaram Clayton wanted to make major alterations in its production process, which would have required a single worker to handle several machines. Unions then were committed to the principle that a worker should only specialize in handling one kind of machine. But the union agreed to the new work process when the need for the change was explained. It did so without asking for any additional benefit for the workers. Again, while most labor unions invariably protest if the management takes punitive action against unproductive or errant employees, TVS unions identifies such employees on their own and seek to correct them. If they fail, they themselves bring the workers' conduct to the notice of the management. The attrition level at the group are also low. Wheels India, for instance, has an attrition level of only 10% against the auto component industry's average of 15%. Sundaram Finance's attrition is about 8%, while the financial service sector's level are almost twice that of Sundaram Finance. The TVS Group fosters mutual respect, dignity, and transparency, which are the core values for building a lasting relationship with its employees. There are also other intangible reasons as well for the TVS employees' happiness. Employees at TVS enjoy rights which are rarely provided elsewhere. At Sundaram Finance, for instance, all executives who have worked for 4 years or more have the authority to sanction loans. The TVS Group also avoids lateral recruitment at senior levels, thus offering ample of opportunities for career advancement within the companies. Keeping its labor force happy has benefited TVS Group in many ways. The first 4 companies in India to win the Deming Prize, a prestigious international award for total quality management, were all from the TVS Group, which are Sundaram Clayton, Sundaram Brake Linings, Brakes India, and TVS Motors. With cooperative employees, TVS companies had no problem introducing modern manufacturing practices such as total quality management, total productive maintenance, and lean manufacturing, which enables them to compete better. Sundaram Fasteners was a consistent winner of the Best Global Supplier of the Year award from the General Motors for years, till a change in classification excluded it from qualifying. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and for more such interesting case studies, please subscribe 5 Minutes Learning channel in YouTube.